All right, welcome to this ACU Mathcast. In this episode, we're going to be looking at, once again, some more Venn diagram examples, specifically related to counting this time. And we're going to use a small example here to get us started. We're considering in this episode a problem where you've surveyed 100 people, so think about a taste test or something like that, and the results have come in and they're incomplete. All we know is that 76 people liked product A, 68 people liked both products, and 9 people liked neither product A nor B. So really there's still some questions that we need to answer here. Some example of questions that we might have at this point would be something like, how many liked only product B? And then that's slightly different from liking only B and not A is liking just generically B. Meaning they could have liked A, but at least they like B. All right, let's add a little bit of notation to this. If I'm asking the first question, what I'm looking for is the number of people that like B and don't like A. If you're looking at this on the Venn diagram, the region shaded in red here is B and not A. So I'm looking for the number of people that fit into that circle. All right. If I'm interested in how many people liked B, then that is simply just the number of people that liked B. Now, in order to find these values, what we need to do is we need to fill in the Venn diagram over here with as much information as we know. And so here's how we'll get started. When you look at this, 76 people liked product A. You might be tempted to write 76 right there and be done with it, but that is wrong. You shouldn't do that. The reason why you shouldn't do that is that 76 may be divided either in A, or it could potentially be in the intersection of A, meaning people out of that 76 also liked B. And because of that, we need to really rethink what we're doing there, and we'll start over, and we'll say, okay, there's supposed to be 76 in A, but I can't say anything for sure, so I'm going to hold on. The second piece of information that we're given is that 68 people liked both products. Now, this is something we can use. Because they liked both products, they have to be in the intersection. Remember, this is A intersect B, and we think of this as both A and B. In other words, it's the overlap of the two. So there's 68 in there, which means that because we know there's 76 in the entire circle for A, that there's 76 minus 68, or 8 people left in A, but not B. All right, the next piece of information that we're given is number 3, and that's that 9 people liked neither product A nor B. Well, if they didn't like A nor B, then that means they have to be out here in the universal set, and we know that there's 100 total things in that set. So 9 of them liked neither A nor B. We can't put them inside either circle. If we take a step back at this point and see what we've done, there should be 100 things, so the size of U should be 100. Should be 100 things inside the square, inside the rectangle when we're done. And we've accounted for how many so far? Well, if you look at it, we've accounted for 68, 8, and 9. So we have 68 plus 8 plus 9 for a total of 85 elements, or 85 responses. But we're short. There should be 100 responses. Because of that, we need to take the 100 minus this 85 to give us 15 leftover responses. And the question is, where did these go? Well, if you look at the Venn diagram, there's really only one place left for them to go, and that is in B. So anytime you're doing a Venn diagram problem, what you should do is you should make sure that you use the information that you know you can place in the Venn diagram and then work your way around from there. So just to double check, we have every single space or every single area within the Venn diagram labeled, And altogether, they should add up to 100, and in fact, they do. 9 and 15 makes 24, 24 and 68 makes 92, 92 and 8 makes 100. So there's 100 total things represented in the Venn diagram. Now, we haven't answered our questions yet, so let's go back to the questions at hand here. The first question asked, how many liked B but not A? Well, B and not A is the 15 here. So the answer to this one is 15. How many liked B? Well, that is 68 plus 15. If you look back at the Venn diagram, inside B is the intersection, the 68 in the middle here, but it's also the 15 that only liked B. So all totaled, there are 83 of those. All right, I hope this gave you a little bit of insight into how to handle counting problems where you could use a Venn diagram to your advantage to try to look at all the individual areas and then use the information you're given to populate some of those areas with labels or numbers in this case. All right, hope you enjoyed this podcast. Thank you for watching.